Hi everybody. So for those of you watching this from my Facebook page, this is going to be redundant, but everywhere else that I post this, the brand that I'm working on developing right now is roughly called Cornish Life Solutions, which I realize makes it kind of sound like I think that I have it figured out and I actually have solutions to everything, that I have all the answers. So what I wanted to start doing, and I'm going to call this Failure Friday, is I want to start talking about dumb stuff that I've done in roughly 5-minute long videos, as well as things that I learned from that hopefully you'd be able to apply to your life and your business as well. So today I'm going to talk about time management, and it's all going to center around the idea of technical capacity versus mental capacity. So basically what I did, I'd say it was about a year and a half ago, I started developing a system. I'm a software engineer by day, business owner outside of that. I'm fairly confident in my software engineering ability. So a few years of experience. I started back freshman year of high school. So what I thought was that using my technical ability, I could build a better time management system that would basically do everything for me. And unfortunately, for almost a year of my life, I staked my hope on using that system to manage my time for me. And it did not pan out because, like I said, there's a difference between technical capacity and mental capacity. What I'd done was staked the entirety of my hope on evolving a system to meet my needs instead of evolving my own brain to meet my needs. Which is really unfortunate because development, for anybody out there who has a technical background and knows roughly the process of developing software, development is extremely slow and requires a lot more resources than making a mental shift in your mind. So what I did was ditch that whole project. I'll probably do something with it eventually when I actually have the capacity to create something like that. But what I had to start doing was thinking of what can I do in my mind first before I create a system. And so now what that looks like, if anybody who's familiar with how computers work, there's a processor and information hierarchy that certain computers have. And for the non-technical people on this video, not going to go too much into detail because frankly it can be pretty boring if you don't have any technical experience. But basically, if you look at a computer, if you look at a computer processor cache, it holds almost no information, but it is extremely fast because it's right there in line with the actual processing mechanism of the computer. You look at the memory, a lot of people have heard the term RAM, that sits right below the processor in terms of hierarchy. It has more memory, but it's slower. And this goes on down into the disk. The disk is huge. You've got terabytes worth of data on your computer, but it's much slower to access than that processor cache. So what I started doing is realizing my mind and everything in my mind is the quickest point of access. Obviously, because I'm living and thinking inside of my own mind. So anything that I can tweak there and set kind of almost a lens in my own mind of how I perceive the world, like within my own mind, that's going to be way more efficient than taking time to develop a system, with code or otherwise, to represent that context in the real world. So what I would recommend to anybody who is ambitious enough to try to create their own time management system as a solution to actually having to learn time management yourself, give up. Learn how to master the time management systems that you have, even if it's as simple as Google Calendar and a good to-do list like Todoist or Wunderlist or Google Keep or whatever. Master that first, and anything that it's lacking, see if you can set that filter in your own mind of how you perceive that user interface to match up with how you would expect it to behave. So hope that these videos are helpful. I'm looking forward to talking about all this stupid stuff that I've done because it's very cathartic, and I think that it'll hopefully help some people break through and make their day 1% better every day. make their life 1% better every day. So, talk to you next time.